You got it, girl.
Oh, hi, Elk. Good morning.
Does that mess you up?
You're gonna take your car. Yes, that is. If you put it. Yeah, you don't need it.
Okay. What's up, guys? Good morning. I always start the video early
Good morning.
to keep her on her toes.
Nice try.
Mm-hmm.
You ran into my arm.
Good morning, guys. What's up? What's up, Daniqua?
Disco party.
Good to see you. What's up, McCroxy?
Macroxy.
All right. Get some people going here. We'll start in 2 seconds. Hello, good morning.
Let's turn this light on. I like that. This light.
Okay. All right, come on, girl. So, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Anatomy of Marriage, Marriage Mornings. It's Friday. Happy Friday. My name is Seth. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And my name is Melanie Studley. I'm his wife, and I'm an audio engineer.
That's right. What's up, Steven? Good morning, bud.
Good morning. We're doing our
All right.
marriage mornings, and today's topic is visualization, and we're going to answer our Get Your Marriage On question of the day. And we want you guys to do the same thing in your families with your partners. That's what we're doing this thing for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any questions, pop them into the comments. But we
Yeah.
are going to pray. We're going to start our day with a prayer.
My people.
pray?
What's up, Ben? Good to see you.
Morning. Okay.
Why don't you pray today?
Okay, ready? Dear Lord, thank you so much for everything that you have blessed us with, Lord. I ask that you give us the wisdom to walk through this day using our blessings, knowing we are blessed, letting that impact how we act with people, how we interact with each other, what we believe about ourselves, God. And I just thank you for everything that you've given us. Help us to honor what you've given us and to make the best of every single day. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen. All right. Let's see. What's up, Laura? What's up, Mary?
When I
Marie?
listen to Joyce Meyer, she prays, and every time at the end I think amensk, because you do that all the time. So
Okay.
it puts a K at the end of amen.
Right. Okay, today, my gratitude towards this lady is I am glad that she has a growth mindset.
I
You
do.
know how difficult it would be if I had a growth mindset and she didn't?
Oh, you mean the first 15 years of our marriage? Yeah. I do know how difficult that would be.
Yeah. And so I'm glad you finally came around to my wisdom and my
Please.
intelligence and have a growth mindset. I am thankful for that. I am thankful that you are doing things like reading every single night, doing the 75 hard. Probably said that yesterday,
Right.
but that does come out as having a growth mindset, doing hard things, because you know that doing hard things is good for you. Discipline equals freedom.
That's exactly right.
So, thank you.
You're welcome. My gratitude for you, quit looking at the elk. My gratitude for you is that I love that you make every moment a teachable moment with our kids.
I do?
So, you usually do. So, like, even something as simple as the other day, I was teaching Tuff to make his avocado toast. Our son loves avocado toast, which is great. He eats it literally every day. But I was, making sure he knew how to cut the avocado, blah, blah, blah. And he started cutting something else. And I noticed that he was holding the knife the way that we show him how to do
right.
it, but like a chef. And it
Fingers
was,
in.
right? But it was just really sweet. And I had this moment of like, we taught him that. He would never know that on his own. And he probably would have cut his finger off by now if he hadn't been taught that. And I just love that. Like, you take the time to, if we're looking at a tree, you will explain, what is the sap doing? Why is it there? What is, do deer eat? Whatever it is, you teach about it. Like, even yesterday, we were looking at the elk. We have elk in our yard all the time. And you were like,
Right now,
you
in
said,
fact.
look at his little eye protectors. And I'm like, what are you
Eye
talking
guards.
about? Eye guards. And there's like these little teensy horn pieces that poke forward, above the elk's eyeballs. I didn't even know that. And I'm like, and you were
So
showing the kids.
when they fight,
Got it.
when they do like this.
But it was
It's
just really
actually
cool, and
helpful.
I am very thankful, very thankful
Yeah, Steven, nice.
that you take the time to teach our kids stuff all the time. So that is my gratitude for you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just don't teach me anything. Anyway,
Nice try.
our intentions for the day and for ourselves and for marriage. What is your intention?
Okay, so my intention right now is revolving around the 30 days of stuff. I have a power list of 8 things that I do, and I have to do them every day, or I can either circle a W for win or a L for loss on the day. And my power list is 8 things. It's simple things. Make the bed, journal, pray with the kids and Melanie, read my document thing, that I can share with you guys, 30 minutes of AOM work, and several other things. But that is my intention today, because I know if I do those, then the rest of my day is on track. So I'm intentional about that, including the workouts and all that stuff. So
is that marriage related? What's your intention with our relationship?
It makes me a better person, and if I'm a better person for myself, our marriage is better.
I don't buy that. Go ahead and
so you want more
start
detail?
over.
More detail?
I like that you're being intentional with yourself.
Okay. Actually, I didn't think of one today.
You are lame. I want to be more intentional, like I said yesterday, but I think I did it more yesterday. Is being intentional with expressing my affection and gratitude and love for you in little ways throughout the day. Because I get into mom mode, I get into parenting mode, like clean the house mode, and I just shut off that part of me. And it was something that literally was not modeled in my home. Like, my parents don't cuddle, they don't sit on the couch together, and I love my parents, don't get me wrong, I love them. But that just wasn't something I saw. My grandparents didn't do that. So I didn't see it, so it's very hard to be it if I didn't see it. It's not something it's not my go-to. So I want to build that into my world so that it does become my go-to, and that the kids do that with their future spouses and in their relationships. Because otherwise, they're going to behave like I did.
Right.
They're going to be cold to their partner or not think it, what, you want to snuggle? Gross, weird, how I did forever, which is so dumb. So that's my intention.
So I'm not letting myself off the hook with that. My intention today is to be more present with you. To
buy me gifts. Just kidding. Keep on.
No, not get you presents. Be more present. COVID.
Keep on.
Be more present with you. When you say, hey, what are you thinking? That is my signal, is like, she wants to talk. She wants to know what I'm thinking. She wants to, like last night, I read for, 20 minutes, and you were like, so what were you reading? What's the book about?
Why do I be like an idiot? Oh, what were you reading? I wanted to know what your book was about.
Right, so
Golly. Now you see why I don't snuggle with him.
You asked, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I just read. Let's talk about something different. So I will be more intentional in that. Seeing that as an invitation for me to connect with you.
I accept that answer.
All right, good.
And actually, that brings me to today's topic, because we want to talk about visualization in marriage and in relationships. And like what I was saying earlier, with my intention to be more physically affectionate to you and to be nicer to you, that is me. That's not something I saw growing up. And so I need to visualize what that will look like, so that I can become that, because without visualization I can't. And I'll say a little quick story that and some of you may know this, but when Seth would, at our old house, so this is maybe a year or more ago, he would come home from work and I would not say hello. It's my family, just, someone walks in the door and you're like, oh, they're there. I acknowledge you in my mind, but whatever. We didn't say hello, we didn't give hugs, all that stuff. And so in my brain, that was perfectly normal, but it was really hurtful. Seth, it was hurting his feelings. Like, he would come home from work and I wouldn't do anything. I would just continue to wash the dishes. And almost everyone would read that as, ooh, why is she so mad? But in my family, it's like, oh, mom's washing the dishes, whatever. I'm going to go put my backpack away. No one's mad. But it doesn't work that way in other relationships. And so Seth said it to me, and I felt bad. Well, first I probably was mean to you, but then I felt bad. And I was like, I need to change this. And I would try, and I would fail. And I would try, and I would fail. Because I was trying in the moment, and I wasn't rehearsing it in my mind. I wasn't visualizing what it would look like. Because I didn't know what it would look like. I didn't see it modeled, and I didn't know how to approach it. So I had this moment of like, I have to visualize it and rehearse it in my head. And then the cool part about that is, so one, it's a weird practice. I'm literally visualizing myself hugging Seth as he walks in the front door, asking him how his day was. How does my body move? What do I say? What does he do? Where does he put his bag? What are we talking about? Where are the kids? Where's the dog? Like, I'm visualizing all this stuff, which feels so incredibly dumb. So dumb.
Only because you think it's dumb. It's not dumb.
Yes, I agree.
It's very, very practical.
Yeah, but it felt dumb to me. I felt like, why am I doing this? But the cool part about it, after I did it, was it felt like I had already done it before. Because I'm like, oh, well, I've done this. Seth is happy when I do it. He's not mad at me. He doesn't go, oh, that's weird. He doesn't say something weird. He's happy when I do this. And so visualizing things actually feels like you've already done it once. Your body has the chemicals, your brain thinks all the things, you have all the feelings, because you're literally walking through it in your mind. So
you've already primed yourself for it, and it's almost like rehearsing drums or something. When I play drums,
it's like a rehearsal.
Muscle memory, right? So like your brain, I don't think it's a muscle, it's an organ, but you're already you're priming the pump to already do it, right? And then it's going to be that much easier for you to actually physically do it.
Yes, and it's just like rehearsing, and it feels less scary. So that's, I think, for me, one of the biggest, that was a really impactful moment. As silly as it sounds, it was very impactful for how the power of visualization works. But I know that you're doing visualization every day for 10 minutes. Share about that.
Yeah, so one of my intentions is now a literal 10 minutes of focused visualization on anything. And what I've been focusing on is what I want our future to look like. And that includes financial. That includes what kind of house we're going to have. So I've been envisioning like the numbers in our finances, like literally the numbers in our finances.
Like in our bank account.
In our bank account. And then the type of house and layout that we will eventually have, because we want to build a house someday, right? So I'm literally visualizing what it will look like, what the kids will be doing, what I will be doing, what this house or property or whatever will facilitate and hold, and getting down to the very details. One of my favorite guys, Andy Frisella, talked about, he did this when he had like $10 in his bank account, right? He is a car guy, so he was envisioning like his dream car, him opening the door to his dream car, the color, what the key fob looked like, the smell of the leather seats, all this stuff. And of course it came to fruition for him. So what we can't have in our minds, we can't have physically if we don't see it in our minds, right? If I don't see myself as a successful person, if I didn't see myself being the literal first person in my entire family ever to graduate college, if I didn't see that, then it wouldn't have happened, right? Things just don't happen. Like people say, oh, that successful person, they're so lucky. Well, it just so happens that luck and really hard and persistent work have a very high correlation together, right? Oh, he's so lucky. No, he worked his butt off every single day until he got to where he got, right? And same thing with the marriage. Like when Melanie was when we both wanted a divorce, when we were like thinking about divorce, I didn't let that visual take hold, right? Because we can visualize negative things and positive things, and more often than not, we're visualizing the negative, the worst case scenarios. Don't do that. Oh my goodness, this is going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. We're visualizing that, and when they happen, that's called self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, see, it did happen. I just never get this, or I'm never lucky, or whatever. So we have to combat that negative self-talk with positive self-talk and positive visualization, right? And it's not like pie in the sky, like, oh, I'm going to be rich. It's like, no, you know what? Today I see myself as a calm person. Ooh, imagine that. Just a calm person. Okay, that's not too far-fetched, right? So visualization matters. It absolutely matters. But we better get into our question today.
I want to say one more thing, because I think what you're saying is really powerful. The idea that we often, very, very, very frequently, especially if you are a worrier or you have anxiety, you do visualize, like actively visualize the bad things. Something going wrong. I've done it a million times in my head. Oh my gosh, what if the kids fall off the thing, and what if he breaks his arm, and what if he whatever. Or especially if it's in a relationship with you, if I'm visualizing in my mind, oh, we're gonna be late for that flight, and then it happens, ooh, I double down on all of my, because I'm like, see, I knew it, it's this, it's that. So be aware of, you are visualizing all of the negativity in your mind, and like practicing it out, and it makes it worse. So flip it on its ear, and visualize the positivity, visualize what you want, and then start to create it. I did that with this house. I knew I wanted it to feel like boho hippie vibe. I love that stuff. I'm a total hippie. And this house is one of my favorite homes we've ever lived in. And y'all, it is a trailer.
It's comfortable.
It is a double wide trailer. Steven helped us put it in our front door.
You've been there. You've been here.
And our door looks amazing, by the way.
It's comfy on the inside. it's not so comfy on the outside.
It looks
but who
hilarious
cares?
from the outside.
What's up, Delano? I was gonna say it's comfy on the inside. It's res on the outside, which is
It
funny.
does. My brother said it looks like we live on the res.
But anyway, let's see. What was I saying?
But yeah, so let's get into our Get Your Marriage On question of the day.
Right.
So we are doing our conversation starters from the Get Your Marriage On app, which we co-created. We spent a ton of time working on this app. It's our heart for marriages, sort of poured out into the world. It's our tools. It's all of the things. So today's marriage question from the conversation starters was, what was your favorite part about our family?
Our family.
And hold on, you do this with your partner today, please. That is why we do Marriage Mornings, to invite you in. Say your prayers together, do your intentions together, do your gratitudes together, and then do your... Delano says, nothing wrong with that? That's right. And then do your conversation starter question of the day from Get Your Marriage On. So what is your favorite part of our family?
Well, so with the picture that I posted on Facebook today, it was a picture of us a couple of months ago before COVID-19 shut down. No, it was like a year ago at us at a bowling alley, right?
Oh yeah, that was my birthday.
Yeah, it was your birthday last year, and it was so much fun. And I am glad that we can go out. We don't have to have like a huge party or anything like that, but you and I and the 3 kids, we can go out, go to a fun restaurant or whatever, and just have fun together. You know, we can go out in the backyard and have fun together. We can go on our walk.
You stole what's my favorite part about our family.
Nah.
I was going to say, we can make anything fun.
We can make anything fun. We can make biscuits on a Saturday fun, and
We can make feeding the dog fun.
yeah.
But I tell you what, we weren't always that way. We were not always that way. There were years when we did not make things fun. Me, yeah, I did not make things
I'm not
fun.
saying that sarcastically.
No.
I'm literally saying it because as long as I can remember, because my mom is super goofy and she
She's
dances
great.
and is just silly and
Amazing.
super fun. I get that from her, and we can literally like dance. Like I dance and get out of my car alone, and I'm singing and dancing. You know what? In the
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this
you got
morning,
tickled.
because I've been taking 5-minute cold showers, 0 hot the entire time. And I have a timer in the shower, and it's a 5-minute. And when it went over, what was I saying? I was singing a Kanye song, but I was like, or something. When it was over, I was like, yeah, that's it, yeah, because I was done. Just like turn the timer off, and so you just make it fun, right? You're completely alone.
That's why you
fun.
have a timer in the bathroom. I could never figure it out. I was like,
Yeah,
why
it's
is
right
this
here. I
timer
did
up
my
in the
5-minute
corner?
timer for my cold shower, and then
That was funny.
And you just make it fun, right? And we're not. Trust me, I heard a term that is called positively optimistic. No, realistically optimistic, right? So we're not. Hey, everybody's got COVID. We're on a shutdown. People are dying. Things are great. I'm not saying
Let's
that.
dance.
Let's dance. It's like, we got what we got, and let's give reverence. If we have to, it's like the Bible says, if we have to mourn, mourn. If you have to,
Time for
cry,
everything.
cry. If you have to dance and have fun, it doesn't say that, then dance and have fun, right? Be thankful and be present with those. Somebody, Coach Superman, my kid said I make life an episode of High School Musical. There's a song for everything. That's
that
awesome.
sounds amazing. I love that.
We do have a song for everything,
Yeah.
and the kids do it. But also, I want to balance that with there is a time to be serious too, because we've noticed that our oldest kid is just he can't be serious. I'm like, dude, this is a serious thing, right? So I think it's just a time to be
We have
whatever.
to find balance there, but it's so enjoyable. And one of the things that we try to sort of bring into that is that it's present moment awareness. It's like living in the right now. What do you want to do right now? Oh, you want to be sad? Oh, you want to be weird about each other? Oh, you want to be indifferent to each other? Oh,
That's
or
not right,
do you want to be happy and whatever? And so that's one thing that I love. We can turn anything into a song too. We make songs about pine cones. We dance about pine cones. We floss about pine cones. I mean, we do literally everything fun. But it's very much on purpose. We visualize that out even. We talk about the fun things we're going to do as a family. And so I really
like
encourage
what you
that.
said. We visualize that out. So you actually live out what you visualize. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you see it in here, like a plan, like a blueprint or whatever. You see it in here. You see it on paper, and then you see it out there. And like and I think about this often, one of the most prolific things that I've ever visualized, and it's happened, is this property.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah.
literally, this property took us no less than 4 years. 4 years when the idea first came into my mind, when I first started hunting over here, when it wasn't our property, and
you got permission.
seeing it, and like seeing the trees, and like seeing the big view of like the mountains and stuff. I'm like, man, what would it be like? Okay, I'm gonna do something different and take a chance and do a very unorthodox approach. And
it took like
it
years.
It didn't work at first, and then we couldn't afford it at first, and then the guy said no at first, and then it came to fruition. And then getting financing for it, I had to go through several different banks because it's a weird property, right? And it happened. So visualization works. Let's see. What I have a quote that I love. Action is the blossom of thought.
Ooh, that's cool.
And that's from
Master Oogway?
No, it's a book by an author named James Allen it's As a Man Thinketh, and it's a great book. As a Man Thinketh, author James Allen. Go to audibletrial.com/anatomy of marriage to go get the free book, right? So action is the blossom of thought.
That's
you
cool.
know? Yeah, it's really cool. So let me read the thing. I've been trying to do one thing a day that brings me so much joy, like dancing to hip-hop music, being a goof with my hubs, laying in the grass and soaking up the sun. It makes a difference.
I love
yes,
that
it does make
so
a difference.
much.
There's intention, there's present moment awareness, there's doing something different, there's bravery, just being silly and goofy. So yes, so keep on doing that.
I love that. I think when we have the ability to have present moment awareness and bring joy in on purpose, Seth 360, that was funny.
Action is the blossom of thought.
But if we bring in joy on purpose, it changes our state. It changes how we feel. It changes how we see one another, how we interact. And that's such an amazing practice. So I would encourage people to do that. Do one thing a day that brings you joy. Then do your Get Your Marriage On question, and then pray and do your intentions and your gratitudes with your partner.
That's
so
right.
thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for commenting. This is such a fun time for us, and we are so blessed to be a part of this community. So thank you.
All right. Love you guys. See you Monday or who knows when. So,
Maybe this weekend. We'll do some fun stuff this weekend.
All right.
Bye.
Adios.
Oh wait, and you can watch our Facebook Live with New Community Church. We're doing a Friday Marriage and Family Fridays. We'll post about it.
That's right.
But
What's
anyway.
up, Ashley? Yeah. All right.
We love you.
Bye.
Have an amazing day.
What?